The school hallway echoed with laughter, but it wasn't the good kind. It was sharp, cruel, the kind that pierced the skin like needles. At the center of it all stood Aisha, her eyes locked onto the floor, arms wrapped tightly around her books. Like a shield, she had always kept to herself, quiet, observant, invisible, if she could manage it. But for some people, that silence was an invitation to be cruel. Mouse girl. A voice jeered. Look at me when I talk to you. She didn't flinch. That only made them angrier. Suddenly, rough hands grabbed the collar of her school uniform and yanked her forward. Her books crashed to the ground. Laughter erupted again. One of the boys, big, loud, and always leading the bullying, leaned in so close she could feel his breath. His name was Sod, and for months he had made Ihas's life miserable. Why don't you speak, huh? Scared of us, he taunted. She wasn't scared. Not anymore. She had spent her evenings at the community dojo for the past 8 months, silently absorbing every technique. Judo wasn't just about self-defense, it was about discipline, balance, using someone else's aggression against them. And she was ready. Her fingers clamped onto his wrist with precision lightning fast. In a blink she twisted her body, and Sod's own strength became his downfall. There was a crack, then a scream. He hit the ground, holding his wrist in pain. Silence, heavy, thick, the kind that swallows a hallway whole. The other boy lunged at her, panicked. Aisha shifted her stance, sidestepped, and flipped him flat onto the tiles. Another wrist pinned, another yelp. Her expression never changed, focused, calm, and powerful. Students had gathered now. Some pulled out phones. Others just stared, stunned. No one laughed. For the first time, people truly saw her. Aisha didn't stay to bask in the shock. She gathered her books and walked away, her steps steady, not a word spoken. She didn't need to say anything. 2 weeks earlier, Aisha sat in the corner of the dojo watching others train. She hadn't wanted to join at first. Her father had encouraged her gently. After yet another day of being tripped in the hallway and having her lunch thrown away, she had agreed, not out of revenge, but out of a quiet desire to reclaim her space in the world. Judo is about control, Sensei Faison had said. Control of your body, control of your fear, control of your response. She trained every day. She was never the loudest, the fastest, or the strongest, but she was consistent, focused, determined. That mattered more. At school, things only got worse. The bullies sensed something was changing in her. She was still quiet but no longer afraid. That made them uneasy. After the incident, the principal called her in, alongside the 2 boys, both now wearing slings. At first, they tried to twist the story, said she attacked them, but the video told the truth. Dozens of students backed her up. For once, the system stood on the right side. The boys were suspended. Aisha walked out with her head high. But it wasn't about punishment. Not for her. The true victory was internal. She was no longer the background character in her own life. She didn't need loud words or popularity. She had her strength, her peace, and others noticed. One by one, classmates approached her not to mock, but to ask if she could teach them, if she could share her calm, her skill, her courage. She began helping others, especially the quiet ones. The ones like her, not to fight, but to stand tall. The inspiring message: Aisha's story isn't just about breaking wrists. It's about breaking silence, breaking fear. As a reminder that strength doesn't always look loud or aggressive. Sometimes, it's in the quiet determination to grow, to stand, to rise without letting hate turn you bitter. No matter how invisible you feel, you have power. Sometimes, it only takes one moment to reveal it.